Hello everyone, welcome back to Fight Edge channel. Anthony Joshua lists Daniel Dubois' best attributes ahead of their showdown. Anthony Joshua and Daniel Dubois will square off next month at Wembley Stadium for Dubois' IBF Interim Heavyweight Championship, with Joshua expecting an aggressive opponent. Joshua is looking to become world champion for a third time, but he goes into the September 21st card as the challenger against his younger countryman. It's a position AJ is happy to be in, and he is preparing for a challenging fight when the men step into the ring. I rate him highly, Joshua said in an interview posted on the Queensberry Promotions on YouTube. He's going to bring a lot of aggression and hunger. Despite being the challenger, Joshua will compete at the more experienced and accomplished of the two fighters. Dubois recently labeled himself a potential Kingslayer in reference to the upcoming bout, implying that Joshua is the man on top. In response, Joshua said he is simply trying to focus on himself rather than how his opponent sees him. I walk in my power in the sense that I believe in myself, Joshua said. I have to walk that way because everyone should in this life. You should always be confident. Why not? In terms of where he puts me, I'm not worried about it. All that matters is where I put myself, Joshua said. Daniel Dubois sends stark warning to Anthony Joshua. Dubois is promising a different version of himself when he defends his world title against Anthony Joshua next month. Dubois was victorious against Filip Hrgović early this year, but he did take numerous heavy shots in the contest's early stages. Some within the boxing industry believe a rash approach against Joshua could be disastrous, but Dubois is not paying attention to those opinions. The current IBF champion is in excellent form after beating Hrgović and Gerald Miller, and he's had his say on his upcoming clash against Joshua. If you look at the fight properly, I was sleeping, just subtly sometimes, doing what I had to do to win, said Dubois when speaking about the Hrgović fight. That it is what I am going to have to do again, break Joshua up, break down what is in front of me and get the victory by any means necessary. Could Joshua take them shots that Hrgović was throwing? Everyone has got an opinion. Let them go in one visit. Dubois added, now it is time to do the work and see what they say after this one. I will win by any means necessary, but a stoppage is definitely what I am after. Good stoppage and a statement victory, that's what I am all about. Joshua has achieved so much that it would be allowable to suggest that Dubois has loomed over his career, but ever since Frank Warren plucked Dubois from the amateurs as a raw but powerful teenager, there have been answered questions about what exactly happened between the two when they sparred at Team GB's headquarters in Sheffield years ago. At the time Dubois made his debut, Joshua was just 3 weeks away from his career-defining victory at Wembley Stadium, and the two seemed so far apart that although they created eye-catching headliners, the rumors were really meaningless. It's all about what's going to happen now in the fight, and I'm really focused on it, Dubois said. I'm really ready to go. Sparring is sparring. That happened 7 years ago. I don't want to talk about that or whatever happened there. I'm a different fighter and I've been through my ups and downs and just on to the next now. Dubois doesn't particularly care if Joshua thinks he learned anything from the time they spent in the ring. Who knows, man? That's 7 years ago. I'm a different guy now. Harder punching, stronger and stronger wild, and that's what this battle is going to come down to. The spirit and the will of each other. He said, I need to stay right, stay positive and stay in a good vibe in camp and onwards from now. Hrgović is completely different to AJ, Dubois said. The way he throws his shots is smooth. That's what I'm going to have to do again. Break Joshua up, break what's in front of me down and get the victory, Dubois said. Daniel Dubois intends to slay the king and make a fool of Anthony Joshua in IBF World Heavyweight title fight. Daniel Dubois has not held back in the build-up to his date of destiny, saying that he wants to make a fool of IBF World Heavyweight title challenger Anthony Joshua, with the undisputed champ vacating the belt to face off once more against Tyson Fury. Dubois is ready to slay the king at Wembley Stadium on Saturday, September 21st, live on TNT Sports box office. Daniel Dubois says he intended to make a fool out of Anthony Joshua ahead of their IBF World Heavyweight title showdown, due to face off at Wembley Stadium on Saturday, September 21st, live on TNT Sports box office. Dubois was in a bullish mood in a video released on promoter Queensberry's YouTube channel, after former undisputed champ vacated his IBF belt to rematch Tyson Fury in December. Dubois was upgraded to interim champion, and the 26-year-old was unequivocal in his intentions for the bout, which he called definitely bigger than his defeat to undisputed champ in August of last year. "I'm not here to talk," said Dubois, "but I want to make a fool out of AJ by knocking him out and put all the doubters and the critics to sleep." Dubois said, "This is definitely bigger than undisputed fight. This is definitely the Lions than this one, topping a bill with a major elite fighter, a guy that's been up there for a long time. Now I feel like it's the right time to knock him off that pedestal and to take the front. I look at him as the guy that's leading the way for British fighters, British heavyweight, British boxing. So he has been the king for a long time, and now is my time. I need to dethrone the king and slay the king, and that's what I'm going to have to do," Dubois said. Dynamite hit the headliners in June by announcing that he floored Joshua in sparring, when the latter had just turned professional. Joshua strenuously denied the claims. Toth admitted that Dubois had cracked him, but the latter insisted that he was taller, both physically and mentally, than he was 7 years ago. Dubois said, "I'm a different guy now, harder punching and stronger will, and that's what this fight is going to come down to, the spirit and the will of each fighter." Dubois' last fight saw him defeat Filip Hrgovic via TKO and become the IBF interim champion. After taking several heavy blows, Dubois grew into the contest and looked to have gained the upper hand before cuts above both Hrgovic's eyes, and he questioned Joshua's ability to withstand the force of the Croatian and recover as he did. "I won't take them shots," promised Dubois. "Hrgovic is completely different to AJ. The way he throws his shots, it's smooth, he's light, and he's quick. So it took me a while to get the hang of it." Thanks for watching, guys. If you like this video, please subscribe to my YouTube channel.